Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I am really excited to show this one to you today because I have been waiting for it for almost 25 years. Having been vegan since 2002, almost everything that I missed as a non-vegan has been made and is delicious, and I really enjoy it. But until this year, there were two things that I could not find or replicate a vegan version of that I did still kind of miss. One of them you already saw, it was the angel food cake. I made that like 6 months ago. It was mind-blowing after having so many failed attempts. But today I have my other one, the only other one, and that is cottage cheese. So I know cottage cheese grosses a lot of people out, but listen, I loved it as a kid. Just plain old cottage cheese right out of the container. Didn't even do anything fancy with it, just loved it. And there is no good vegan version of it. So a couple years ago, 𝐬𝐿 actually debuted one at Expo West in California, and I got to try it and it was awesome, but it never hit shelves. And of course, the company kind of screwed over 𝐬𝐿. 𝐬𝐿, we stand with you. So even if they did come out with it, probably wouldn't have it. Allegedly, Treeline has one, but I haven't tried it yet. I'm sure it's very good, but I'm also sure it's very expensive and pretty small. So I've seen some recipes over the years on how to make your own vegan cottage cheese, and I've tried them and they just don't hit for me at all. So hopefully, I think I'm pretty freaking close now. It's been almost 25 years since I've had cottage cheese, so bear with me, but I'm pretty excited about this one. It does require a couple of special ingredients though that I am going to show you in just a second. But before we get into it, if you are a vegan who is looking for fun, high protein recipes, looking to build muscle, burn fat, get in better shape, that's what we do here. We put out new videos every single week with things like recipes, meal plans, tips, tricks, and educational videos. So be sure to hit the subscribe button. All right, let me show you these ingredients. All right, so this cottage cheese is gonna be tofu based, and a lot of the other recipes that I looked at were also tofu based, but when I made them, they were not good. They were not hitting the cottage cheese button for me. And most of them used the regular tofu that you would get like in a water sealed pack. But what I'm gonna recommend is 𝐬𝐿𝐫𝐿 extra firm tofu. So this doesn't need to be refrigerated. You find it on the shelves. We were able to get it at Whole Foods. I looked it up. They also definitely do sell in Canada and Europe. I didn't check every country, but it is available there. So hopefully you guys can make this also. And the thing that I like about this tofu is even eaten raw, it doesn't taste soy-y. You know what I'm talking about? You ever have like a tofu egg salad that is made with just regular tofu, and it's good, but it still tastes a little soy-y, which is a flavor that I don't mind. I like it, but it's not what I'm looking for in this recipe today. So the 𝐬𝐿𝐫𝐿 extra firm, and you'll see what that looks like when I open it, tofu is key. This also makes the best chocolate mousse ever. Okay, next, let's see. So I'm also gonna be using soy milk, and you're like, Danny, that's not a special ingredient. No, because I'm not using this one. So the Silk soy unsweetened soy milk is what I use most of the time. But even though this is unsweetened, it still has like a slight vanilla-y or like marshmallow-y flavor, and you can kind of get away with it in some savory recipes. Not this one. The flavors in here are so delicate, we're not messing with it. So I'm going to use the unsweetened, I'm gonna use Eden soy. I think West Soy makes one as well. Basically, the ingredients are just water and soybeans. And you're gonna be like, Danny, is that gonna taste soy-y? No, it's not. We're not using a lot of it, but somehow that marshmallow flavor still prevails. So something like this. And lastly, we're gonna be using cashews, raw cashews. So when I first started experimenting with this, I thought tahini was gonna be the move. And it was actually pretty good, but it still tasted like sesame seeds. So then I was like, okay, cashews are very mild. Let me get cashew butter. But the roasted flavor of the cashew butter didn't work. The raw cashews, critical. And the last thing, and this isn't necessary, you could skip this completely. 𝐸𝐿𝐫𝐿 like recanted it into here. This is Judy's vegan cheddar powder. And actually this wouldn't have been my first choice, but this is all I have today. You can buy this online. It comes in a big bag for like 25 bucks. I usually put it on my popcorn. The kids freaking love it. It's awesome. And it's mainly yeast and lactic acid, vegan lactic acid, which if I had more time and patience, I would have just ordered vegan lactic acid and I probably would have used a tiny bit of that instead. So you could omit this completely. You could try using a little tiny bit of lactic acid, or if you want, you could try replacing it with nutritional yeast, but I feel like that's gonna taste kind of noochie. So we're just using the littlest bit and it just adds a little bit of that acidic, cheesy taste to it. But lactic acid would do the same thing. Okay, everything else pretty normal. Let's start making it. I'm gonna get started by making this directly in my NutriBullet container. I am gonna measure out 65 grams, actually it's 66 as you can see, of raw cashews. I'm gonna add a half a cup of that soy milk that is just soybeans and water, 2 teaspoons of white vinegar, 1 teaspoon of salt. If you're not sure about this, you could start with less and add more later, but the cottage cheese I'm remembering was quite salty. And I'm using a half a teaspoon of that optional vegan cheddar powder. You could use nutritional yeast or you could just skip this entirely. And I am going to blend this until it is completely smooth. Now I'm going to use 450 grams of this tofu. So when you open it, you cut it open like this, and then I'm just gonna go pour the tofu water out of it into the sink. There's not as much water in it as there is in other kinds of tofu, but you do still wanna drain it. So I'm just weighing out 450 grams here, which was just shy of 2 containers. Here's my incredibly poor attempt at showing you what the texture of this stuff is like. But hopefully this gives you a better sense. It's denser than 𝐟𝐨𝐫𝐿 tofu that you get at the store normally. It's more like a flan texture, so it's firm yet silken. It's amazing. And I'm just gonna break this up with the back of a fork until it gets to the texture that reminds me most of cottage cheese. From here, I am just going to dump all of that sauce that I made on top of it. So cottage cheese is technically curds and whey. So the curds are the tofu and the quote unquote whey is the sauce that we made in the first place. And we're just gonna mix it all together and that's the recipe, guys. That's it. Very simple, but with specific ingredients. And I hope that you guys think this resembles it as much as I did. Alrighty.
What do we got? What do we got?
We have cottage cheese, hopefully. Cottage cheese is having a moment right now. Everybody is making everything out of cottage cheese. And actually, before we try this, I do kind of want to talk about that. So in all those viral cottage cheese videos, I wouldn't use this. It doesn't, first of all, I probably wouldn't use real cottage cheese either. It's weird. But if you wanted to make some of those viral cottage cheese videos, like cottage cheese brownies or whatever, I would just use the tofu, that tofu specifically, in place of the cottage cheese. And if it requires salt, then add a bunch of salt. But I don't know. I think there's better things to make.
Is this a good pre-workout meal? Because I just got back from the gym and I need some protein. What are we thinking?
Did you guys catch that? I hope you guys caught that.
Did you already say I wasn't paying attention?
Nope. You asked if it was a good pre-workout meal because we just got back from the gym.
So I said what I said.
You said what you said.
I said what I said.
All right, so that bowl that I just made makes 4 very large servings. Like this is probably 1 serving together. And each serving is 167 calories, 9.4 grams of fat, 8.1 grams of carbs, 13.6 grams of protein. So it's a much bigger serving than dairy cottage cheese, but it does have a little bit more fat and a little bit more carbs, like a couple of grams. But I still think that's not even the reason I made it.
This? Is there even such a thing as vegan cottage cheese?
Treeline makes one now, but I haven't tried it yet. Right?
Oh, this is definitely better. Let's see.
I never ate it on toast as a kid. I
Oh.
just ate it out of the tub.
All over my face. It's just that good. I missed a piece. Nobody saw that. That's, wow. Okay.
I wish we had everything but the bagel seasoning. I put that on there. I do want to say I wasn't trying to recreate fat-free cottage cheese. That's something I never had as a kid, so I couldn't even tell you what it tastes like. I just ate regular old like Hood or Daisy.
We always have fat-free cottage cheese in the house.
Okay,
Yeah.
so.
It's good. Yeah, I love it.
Insightful, very insightful.
Well, honestly, what I find about vegan cheeses that I wind up liking the vegan version better than the dairy version. It's not because I'm vegan, it's just because it just tastes better. And this is on par with that when it comes to cottage cheese. Like I like the cottage cheese, this is even better. That's the way I describe it. Taste, texture, everything. Yeah.
I think I might add a little bit more salt to mine if I was having it this way.
And I've had like crappy cottage cheese too, and this is not like that. Like this is the good stuff.
The cottage cheese that I ate the most of was the stuff that was at the Pizza Hut salad bar buffet, because I worked there for 5 years. Most of that time I wasn't vegan. So that's what I was trying to recreate. Kind of like, I guess, the full fat cottage cheese, which this is close to that, but I'm really happy with how this came out, because especially this is kind of like room temperature, because the Morinu was room temperature on me.
You got a spot? Do I got a spot right here?
No, do
I'm
I?
good.
You're pointing like I did.
Not here or here, but like right.
So, because the Morinu was room temperature, obviously this needs to chill in the fridge, but if you chilled the packages beforehand, you could eat it right away. I think that would probably be a little bit better, but I'm so excited about this. I'm just gonna be putting this on salads, eating it out of the bowl, putting it on toast with like
Wait, are you gonna make like a big vat
seasoning.
of cottage cheese for us?
I made a bowl. It's an okay sized bowl, but I didn't want to make too much because I didn't know if you were gonna like it.
Magic.
Anyway, if you guys give this a try, please let me know what you think or what you'd change. Like I said, I haven't had this in 23, 24 years. So, you know, I might be a little bit off, but this is way closer than anything I've had so far, other than RIP, the 𝐬𝐽𝐾os that never got released. So, if you're looking for any kind of one-on-one coaching, that's what we do here at Vegan Proteins. That's what we've been doing for 18 years now, and we would love to be a part of your fitness journey, help you lose fat, build muscle, get stronger, feel fitter. You can go ahead and fill out an assessment down below. You'll probably hear back from him very quickly. And if you're looking to be part of our Muscles by Brussels community, it's currently closed and waitlisted, so you can join the waitlist below, but it'll probably be opening up soon-ish.
Oh yeah?
So,
News to me. Okay, right on.
if you liked the video, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, hit the bell, all the things I'm supposed to tell you to do at the end of a YouTube video, and we will talk to you soon.
Later.
Bye.
Right
It is
now.
so hot.
That's good.
Whew, good. That's
I do.
the idea.
I do like it.
Good.